Hey guys, good evening. It's me, Jessy, and appearing with me as always by my side.
Hello, all. I'm the
Hello.
Ginger Mystic here.
Yeah. And I feel like we've been here before.
I know, doesn't it just feel so deja vu?
Yeah. Isn't there a
Yeah,
song, Déjà Vu?
I think there is.
Like, isn't it Blondie that sings it or something?
I wish I could tell you.
I
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a song. There's probably several songs about deja vu, though. I mean, come on, it's a thing.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking of that something else. It was like an old 80s song, like the one hit wonders. It's
Like Xanadu, that one.
Yeah, like Xanadu. Xan Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't that
Xanadu.
yes.
The disco song.
Oh,
Uh,
man. Who was it? That was, like, the best band ever. Uh,
it's like ABBA. Was it ABBA that
oh
sang that?
gosh, I love ABBA. Yeah. Reminds me of my
Maybe.
mother and her pastimes, what she
Ye-
did.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, guys, I guess I should introduce our show. This is The Gathering of Shadows, and we are here on episode thrice. Is it thrice? Is that what they say? Or
Thrice.
This? That's probably
Uno,
something
dos,
wrong.
tres.
Cuatro! Oh, no. That's next time. I thought it would be a good idea to kind of talk about, it's weird because I've been seeing a lot of posts and um, about like reincarnation,
Oh,
right? Like we talk
yeah.
about reincarnation and if people who are sensitive or have the gift, do we believe in reincarnation? Or what did the where did reincarnation really come from? And fun things that I believe that I'm going to ask you later. Um, so yeah. Uh, so funny thing, I do believe in reincarnation. I
Hmm.
can't tell you there's been a handful of times that something triggers me. I can't tell you how, why, but it does. I have this huge fascination with certain timelines and I don't I don't know. Uh it's quite interesting. And believe it or not, there are also a lot of other sensitive or mediums that don't believe in reincarnation. What do you think about that?
I think that's kind of fascinating. I mean, I'm not sure where I stand on, I don't have like specific memories of past lives that I think I lived.
Mhm.
I have lots of experiences with deja vu, like so bad.
Yeah.
Like when you just meet that person or you go to this one place and you're like, I've never been here before. Why do I know where the door is? Or, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
um, I definitely believe it's possible. I don't think it's not possible. I think we'd be silly to believe that we just go into nothing. You know, when we die, there's nothing left for us. So,
Yeah.
and there's actually quite a few studies. I don't know if you know. There's a study done at the University of Virginia where they
Mhm.
actually pulled children in to talk to them about uh, their experiences of past lives, and they did studies on specific children. There was like 2,500 children in that study that they did it
Oh,
on.
wow.
That yeah, that had actual past life experiences that they started remembering anywhere from a very young age, like a baby, infant time, to like 5 years old.
Isn't that crazy? And didn't they remember, like, different timelines or something? That
Yeah,
there's
some of them
no reason for
specifically.
them to know?
Yeah, like the one specifically that they talk about a lot is a little boy who started screaming out loud and having nightmares as a infant in his crib. And when he got older, he started to talk to his parents about a specific time frame where there was a fire, and he remembered a plane and like several different details
Hmm.
of this past life. And back when that happened, like nobody believed in this stuff. I can't remember when that study happened. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. But this little guy, he's a part of the study, and he could describe the plane that he was on. He could describe the pilot that was sitting next to him. He could describe the scenery and the boat, ship, I guess I should say, that he went down off of when he crashed
Yeah.
into the water. He could remember the fire, and he remembered names. Like he named names about the ship, the plane, his co-pilot, and everything.
Isn't that
And they
crazy?
it's insanely cool. And he actually connected it to an actual human being that died during World War II in a plane crash in the ocean. And it's just, that's amazing to me that
Yeah.
somebody would have that vivid of memories.
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not unheard of. I've certainly have even my own personal life, like, um, you know, I met a handful of friends who's, again, little kids. I think it's because they're so fresh still in in their mind.
Hmm.
Because I think that when we pass, we do go to the other side. Do I think that we face somebody and say, "Okay," like a room of judgment, I guess, right? There's a handful of mediums that have different perspectives of what they believe that happens on the other side or what they see. Again,
Right.
everybody's different. I do believe that we do go to the other side, and I do think in my mind, I think there's like a council of people, and you go and sit at the table. It depends on how much of negative choices that you made in your life. I think you will feel the negative pain and sorrow and everything that you have created as lessons, not to repunish you. I think you go through um, some heavy questioning, I guess, maybe
Hmm.
interrogation. I mean,
Maybe.
we all have that free will, and obviously that's clearly stated through centuries, through many, many centuries, even for the influence of the Bible, where God had brought us over or made us, and then we have our choice of free will, right? And
Right.
we have that choice of being bad or good. Now, do we make bad decisions in our life? Yeah, we do. But I think that's all part of us coming to this life or any other life, that we have lessons that we have to learn and then report back to the higher power, I guess you could say.
Right.
So, everybody has their own different perspective of things, but I think if we haven't learned a lesson in a certain life, or if there's something that we need to continue learning or to be better at, I think we make that choice to come back, right?
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'd be interested to find out what our viewers would say.
Think
What do
about
you
it.
guys believe in? Yeah.
And I think I had somebody describe it to me in a way that I really liked. Like, you go up there and you're judged by your belief system. Like,
Hmm.
depending on your belief system is how you pass through whatever the other side is. So, based on your own belief system is how you are judged. And so, you're not judged by just any kind of Christian beliefs or, any kind of specific religious beliefs, but by your
Right.
own beliefs and what that is. And I thought that was kind of fascinating to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. I think
And
that's
then you,
fascinating.
yeah, and then you would earn the privilege of coming back for another life if you uh, made up for your wrongdoings,
Hmm.
if you had any. So you kind of earned the privilege of coming back, which is
Right.
kind of interesting.
Yeah. I think it would be interesting too. So I don't know why, but it kind of popped up, and I'm sure that some people who watch our show and we talk about us who have that sensibility and our belief sense, sensitive, whatever. I can't talk today. um, belief system, and I actually have heard this question before, and I'd be curious to find out where your position is. So if we have a belief of reincarnated lives, right? So why do we have so many spirits, ghosts,
Right.
you know?
Maybe they didn't choose to come back.
Yeah,
Or maybe they haven't earned the privilege of coming back yet. Maybe they're still
yeah.
so stuck in that the negative. Like, so we've worked with um, investigations where
Mhm.
we've dealt with spirits that were there, and a lot of the things that we seem to come across have a lot of negativity surrounding it, whether it be about their death or who they were in their lives.
Mhm.
A lot of those connections are like that when you find somebody that's still there when
Yeah,
we go do investigations. So maybe that's it. I'm not sure I
maybe.
have an answer.
Yeah. And I mean, it is a valid question, I think, but being
Yeah.
a sensitive and my gifts, I agree with you on that line. I think some spirits are scared to cross because they're scared of what will happen to them. Because again, I think there's a lot of religious influence that scares people into believing that because they stole a cookie from 1945, that they're going to go to, the underworld. And I mean,
And so they're
I,
afraid.
yeah, and or there's something that they feel like they terribly did. Now, I'm not going to get into, like something or someone who did something very, very terrible.
Yeah.
Um, I guess we all have our own beliefs. So, I mean, the belief of reincarnation really is like the idea of consciousness or the soul. It just returns to another life. And like we mentioned before, and there's been a lot of traditions that teach, different spiritual lifetimes and learning processes, right?
Yeah.
And there's others that believe in the karma influence.
Right.
Karma is a huge thing. I do believe in karma. I can tell you a handful of times that she's definitely taught me a lesson many times.
Mm.
And
Many.
um,
Yeah.
and it's funny because I think karma travels through different lives. I really do.
Yeah.
I do,
I mean, that would,
especially if there's something that not that you've done terrible, but I think that's the part of the lesson that we learn when we come to a different time. So,
yeah. Maybe you just haven't quite learned that lesson. So you're
right.
just going to keep working on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I mean, we have to think about reincarnation. Egyptians always thought of reincarnating. Um, some of them even believe that when they pass, they do go into this judgment, and they talk about the judgment, right, of the heart. They weigh the heart, and
Yeah.
and then some of them get ready for like a new life, basically. What if that really is they were talking about spiritual being judged, but what if the new life was like they believe they're going to another life?
I mean, that could make sense.
They took everything
I
with them, you know,
They took everything with them, everything,
including the
uh,
cat.
including the cats and sometimes their family members and other people in their presence.
Yeah. Their wine, their honey, they're like, "Hey, I
Yeah.
need this." So,
Yep.
I mean,
Enough
I mean,
enough
and
coin to
yeah,
pass.
yeah. Here you go. Give that to what was that? The guy's name, the one that the boat. I always think of like in Roman times. What was the name of the farrier that carried the
Yeah.
souls to the underworld?
I can't remember. I just know that they had to put 2 coins on your eyes so that you could pay the barrier
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
across. Yeah.
yeah,
So that's why a lot of religious and cultural beliefs believe in putting
yeah,
coins over your eyes.
yeah. It's crazy. Well, with reincarnation, again, Buddhists, they believe in like spiritual awakening. Indigenous cultures definitely had a deep ancestral connection. And even today, it's like we talk about our ancestors and, um, you know, what they believed and how it's been passed on. What
Right.
about, I mean, that's when we explore past life memories.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
It, it was interesting because when we talked about, talking about this topic and I started doing some research and stuff, I started having very interesting connections with maybe why I can't fully connect with who it is in the past in my ancestral home or my ancestral
mhm,
background that I'm connecting with. And I was like, what if it's me?
right.
Like in a different timeline or in a different era that
Yeah.
that's still just guiding me. I don't even know if that's possible because the spirit would be here, but I was like, I wonder if that's possible.
Yeah. So I always kind of wonder again, like with the whole council when you cross over, I always kind of wonder if like we're all sitting at a table before we come back into this life and they're like, "Hey, I would like you to remember that you bought avocados at the store on this date." And it's like a deja vu.
Like,
And just
remember that. That's funny.
but yet you can't walk in a room and remember what you're going to the room for at least 3 times.
Never walk through
But
a
you'll have
doorway without a note. It's
yeah,
bad.
it is. But I mean, I mean, in all seriousness, like we talk about deja vus, right? Um, I don't know if you
Yeah.
have, but I have experienced a handful of times when I'm at a place. Now, I'm not saying that I've been there before, but why would it feel like I
So
have been
familiar.
there before? So
Yeah.
familiar. Or maybe even the situation was familiar to me.
Hmm.
Um, and there also has been, and I don't know if you've had this experience as well, but I would have dreams or déjà vus, and maybe déjà vus are kind of dreams. I don't know. Like it just depends on the situation, but like a handful at work, and I'm like, "Oh, shit's gonna hit the fan." And people are like, "No, nothing's gonna hit the fan." And I'm like, "Oh no." Later, it hit the fan and it wasn't distributed evenly. So,
That's funny.
what about you?
Um,
Like how many times
I
like
I think I had so many connections. I wish I could pinpoint like a specific one so I could tell you about it. I know when I was a kid, all the time, like, Mom, I've been here before. Mom, I've done this before. Like,
mhm,
and of course, my mom would be like, whatever, you're just a dumb kid. But like, seriously, like, it literally felt like I knew exactly what we were doing or exactly why we were there. Um,
mhm.
and I don't think that kind of familiarity ever leaves you. I think you find more doubt in your life, as you kind of step away from your childhood and you lose that innocence. But I definitely think that you can reconnect with those things through
Oh
some
yeah.
very specific ways.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
is a lot of ways. Didn't you have like a couple ways that wasn't there like a special tea that you can drink
Yeah, so
or
there's a
something?
couple of different herbs that you can use for spiritual connection. I think probably one of the biggest ones that people would know about is mugwort.
Oh yeah.
Mugwort is an herb, obviously. A lot of people use it. Okay, so first of all, let me preface this. General disclaimer. This is informative for
Not saying that you should
informative
use this.
purposes only. Please consult your
Consult with your
doctor.
yeah.
But yeah, so mugwort is generally used in a tea. You can also burn it. Um, it has a very deep connection with um, ancestral connection.
Hmm.
Um, so it encourages relaxation. It helps you sleep also, but it also can help you connect with like your third eye. It can help you with past life or even like any kind of spiritual connection that you want to go to if you're meditating.
Hmm.
Like and you can use mugwort tea to kind of help you calm yourself down and kind of get yourself into that space, that aura that you need to really be relaxed and there for a meditative state to try to
Yeah.
focus on. You can also burn frankincense. Frankincense is another very typical thing that they used for connection and spirituality. I mean, it's from ancient times. Um, Lots of magical properties. Let me
Yeah.
see if I can read any of them off to you. So, it can purify your aura or your spaces, elevate meditation and spiritual awareness, strengthen connection to higher self, and it's
Hmm.
powerful for manifestation and prayer. And
Yeah.
a lot of it's burned in like ritual offerings. Wow, my brain
That's okay.
and
I don't feel
sacred
so bad now.
ceremonies. Yeah. So I have a cold. I sound like horrid. I feel better, but yeah,
That's okay.
got a cold.
It's fine. It's fine.
Uh, it's fine. It's fine. It's probably fine. And then let me see. Time. Time is another one. Time is very spiritual connection. Um, Another thing, like you can drink thyme in a tea. You can use it that way. You can cook with it in your food, but you can also use it in like a pillow poultice. So you
Hmm.
put it in like a sachet.
Oh yeah.
So you can use rosemary, thyme, lavender, all in like a pillow sachet, and just sleep with it under your pillow
Yeah.
to try to help that sleep connection. Also, it's lovely for, but it also can help you connect if you
Yeah.
want to have like entering into the dream world realm and connecting with um, yourself spiritually. So that's all of those things can help you. Rosemary is one of my favorites. You know me, um,
Yeah.
and it can also be burned. Rosemary can be burned. It can be used to cleanse your space.
Hmm.
You can use it like rosemary oil on your skin to help you meditate and focus.
It smells good too. It really
It
does.
smells so good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that's a couple of
Yeah.
few. There's also like so not for use in the United States for consumption, but
Hmm.
blue lotus flower
Yes.
is another one that is
Mm.
very helpful with spiritual connection and connections
Yeah.
with past life regression. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and
yeah.
then, you talk about the herbs and how this can help, you know. Um,
Hmm.
there's also I just did uh, a post about meditation and grounding and how important it is for us, practitioners, mediums, everything in between. It's really good for even just the regular person who doesn't, not saying that everybody has a gift. It's just knowing how to open it and use it. I mean,
Yeah.
I think it's a blessing from, you know, our ancestors that we've had. Um, And imagine, like, we don't have TVs or anything, but way back in the ancient times, like, what did they do? Well, they did a lot to survive, basically, and this was a form of them to really calm their soul and regroup and reconnect with the land. And a lot of times, it's better if you could do this. I love doing it outside, like on a nice night, especially under the moon. I'm a moon girl, so not that okay, not the meaning that way, but I mean, I maybe back in the day, but
Maybe.
but what I'm saying is like I like the solace of the moon, and even the water is very helpful too. Um, there are a handful of people that they're lucky enough that they could sit next to a river or even the ocean. I'm pretty jealous that they could do that. But I mean, a lot of it is you have the grounding of the earth, and then you have the even though water is not calm all the time, but you have the I think water holds a lot of power. I mean,
Yeah.
everything holds a lot of power. And when you practice, that's why we practice the elements, earth, fire, water, air, and spirit. And those are very important to even us as practitioners and as mediums. And it's very even people in between because that's what we all had to learn. Um, So the best ways to, if you want to try to connect to your higher self, or, it takes practice. It's not going to happen overnight. I know there's like a handful of old movies and shows, and it shows that somebody is like, it instantly happens. It doesn't instantly happen. It takes a lot of practice.
It does.
But always pay attention to your dreams. You know, do a dream journal and write it down. Why does that connect you? Why is that timeline or even a situation that you connected with? Why? Like, write it down, because later when you go back through your journal and you're like, hey, I wrote that down, why did that affect me? There's your signs by spirit and your ancestors or universe, really all together. And those are clues. Like, universe is gonna give it to you all at once. It's gonna give you clues, and you're gonna be the detective
Yeah,
to really
unfortunately, you
think
can't
about it.
always detect it very well. Like sometimes it's really hard to pick
Correct.
apart.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you do this, just try when you're meditating, try to I know people think that meditating I like to meditate either sitting or laying down, and not a lot of people. I feel silly when I'm like this, you know? I don't
Right.
do some people can, you know, and I can't. Like, I'm more of I'll sit there and I'll just kind of close my eyes and take deep breaths, and that's what we need, is to take a deep breath and try to shut out the now, if that makes sense. It's hard, especially because nowadays as humans basically are busy constantly things are going on. um
Yeah.
Even being this, being able to do what I do, it is hard, and sometimes that's where my dreams come in more, when I'm trying to get information from spirit, because if we think about it, um when we sleep, that's when we get a lot of our information. Either we're getting information, downloading it, or we are releasing information. So, um,
Well, and I would imagine it doesn't just come to you like easily too. Like it doesn't always just like you can't just be out doing something and be like, I want to talk to
yeah,
so and so. It
right.
doesn't work like that. You can't
No,
always
no,
explain like when spirit talks to you, and sometimes he'll reach out to you about people that you're like, I don't even know that person. Like, I'm
Yeah.
not sure it's okay to say that to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
There's a lot of times even in my actual profession that I do, it's hard because it's like I want to say something to that person, but I can't. So
Not
um,
an appropriate time.
not an appropriate time. But
Yeah.
um, when this happens, just also just make sure that you protect yourself, even though you're trying to find answers for yourself. You still have to protect yourself and you have to protect your spirit because you got to be able to pull yourself back, right? It's
Yeah.
almost kind of like astral projection. We talk about
Yep.
that later.
Yep.
Um, but we have to make sure that I imagine myself tethered to something because I want to be able to pull myself back. Would I love to be like the Outlander and go through stones and live many
That'd be
lives?
cool.
Yeah,
That would be
that'd be
really
cool.
cool.
Um,
I'm there
I
for
don't know.
that.
I can think of yeah, yeah. Let's get serious. Another thing too is to ask yourself inwardly, like, what lesson am I meant to learn right now? We've talked about this for the last little while. What relationships bring growth into my life? We talk about that, right? And
Yep.
then what emotions need healing? So not only are we trying to figure out who we were or why we have this connection, again, we talk about those life lessons,
Right.
right? What am I supposed to be healing? It's not trying to relive. I mean, yeah, it's cool to relive, you know, to find out why things happen or why I made that decision on turning down that road. I don't know, but um,
So
it's the
I'm
healing.
curious, do you think like shadow work has anything to play into this
Oh, absolutely.
specifically? Like
Yeah,
as you work through some of your darkness and your shadow work, it kind of opens up
yeah,
different
and
avenues for
sometimes
you also.
oh, yeah, and sometimes shadow work really, especially when you start being more in tune with your gifts and your abilities or your practice or whatever, um, shadow work will come knocking.
Hmm.
And the reason why, in order for you to advance, in order for you to kind of not get I hate saying get more powerful, but it's kind of the best way to describe it. Now remember, power comes with great responsibility. We've all heard
Right.
that in a movie, right? But we also have to learn that shadow work and what do we need to change internally? What is it that is
Hmm.
holding us back? And that's where shadow work comes in play. Um, yeah. So what are your thoughts about?
Well, so it's interesting that you talk about tethering. Um,
Hmm.
I had a very unique experience when I was a child. It's out of body experience though, not really a past life type thing. So maybe I'll save that for another time. But and I've always been really anxious because of that experience
Uh-huh.
um, to do it again, to try it again. And I started doing research on uh, how to keep your spirit connected to your body. And
Right.
I actually started keeping um, little crystal animals
Oh, well.
of some of my favorite crystals by my bedside table that I knew
Mhm.
would always be there to protect me, that I could remember if it happened, so that I could be like, I'm going to reach out to this and
Yeah.
it'll bring me back. It can bring me home. And
Yep.
I did some research about that in doing like astral projection and stuff. That's a good way to keep yourself grounded when you're
Yeah.
doing that kind of work.
Yeah.
And
It
it kind
is.
of gave me
And
some peace to have them there so that I knew if that happened to me again, I'd be able to like remember this is there, use that.
yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Um, so have you done a genealogy?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I have it. And DNA testing. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And
yeah.
it turns out you're 99% what? I was kidding.
Oh, I don't even want to
Took
talk
a
about that.
DNA test and no.
Yeah, yeah. I have a strong Dutch connection, uh, ancestry, Scottish, and a good portion English, because where
Hmm.
do we all come from? But both of my maternal lines of my family came directly from a Dutch connection.
Yeah.
And I've always felt like that's where most of my spiritual properties come from. Like I know that
Yeah.
they were healers, I know that they were midwives, I know that they talk to me and they give me information whether I know it or not. Like I just know stuff. And I think that is why I'm so drawn to like going over to I've always been obsessed with Scotland. Always been obsessed with Scotland.
Yeah.
And it's a very small piece of my DNA on my grandfather's side. But I don't know why that connection is so strong for me. I think because he's with me all the time. All the time. He's here with me. He's always here to comfort me when I get scared. Like he's with me all the time. He talks to me.
Yes.
Um, and I think that's why I would always have wanted to go there. And I've always wanted to stay the night in a Scottish castle. I think that would
Yeah.
be the most fabulous thing to do. Um, I'm also really drawn to like old Western times. I always had an obsession as a kid about watching Western movies. That sounds really corny, but no, my dad would stay up and watch John Wayne movies, and I would
Yeah.
sit with him and watch those movies with him, and just
Mine
think
was
about
like
how
Rawhide. My dad would watch
rawhide, yeah,
Rawhide all the time.
yeah, yeah, and how
Wow.
fascinating it would be to live in those times. And even now, like one of my
Hmm.
greatest pleasures is like when we go and travel through the summer. Um, I will purposely look up any ghost town around where I'm at, and we will go to
Yeah.
those ghost towns because I'm obsessed with ghost towns. I love them.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm the same
What
way.
do you?
Like,
I was gonna say, what do you connect with? Like, what do you like? What's special
um,
for you?
you know, it's funny that you say that. I do like the connection. Everybody's like, for some reason, I'm connected with the Tudor dynasty era. I don't know why.
Interesting. Hmm.
I'm very fascinated with like Anne Boleyn and
Mm.
just how she was and who she was, you know. Um,
Off with her head. Off with her head.
um, but
Sorry.
no, I think just around that dynasty was very magical in a way. I also like the Elizabethan era, but I wasn't too keen on like the white makeup that Queen Elizabeth I wore. Hence had mercury in it. Um,
Right.
you know,
Right. The
uh,
powdered faces.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wasn't too keen on the big thing. Um, I was really connected with that. Um, it was kind of cliche, but I was very connected with the like Salem and Maine and all that. Um, I'm more connected with the ocean and everything with that. And we talk
Yeah.
about our ancestry and all that. So my grandfather, my mom's side, um, he actually had a lighthouse over in Maine.
Oh
Um,
wow.
my grandfather, his birthday would have been his 92nd birthday yesterday. He was born in
Oh.
this particular lighthouse, and I've always been connected with that. And I did a lot of genealogy. My daughter also very, very devoted, putting everything in there. And it was just interesting that we have a lot of connection too with Maine and is it Nova Scotia or something like that right there?
Uh
Ireland,
huh.
Scotland, England, you name it. We had a little bit of Viking, which you can't tell because if you guys ever seen me, I'm really short. Um, But, you know, um,
The condensed version.
I'm the condensed version, but I've always been fascinated with, like, the Druids too. Um,
Oh.
I I have had a handful of times where and also paganism.
Mm,
Um, I have always had this image and connection with like not ritual and please don't get it like we're not sacrificing anything, back in the day though. No, really, like, back in the day in paganism, they believed in taking a life of a cattle or something to help replenish the land and spring. So in the springtime,
right.
they did sacrifice an animal, or it was
Yeah.
before winter or something like that. That was
Hmm.
part of their ancient belief and their ancient they were giving back because,
Right.
the god or the goddess gave it back to them. And
Yeah.
so they believed in that, and, I've always had this connection with not being, like, this higher hierarchy person, but I've always had this connection with a particular person, and I've yet to figure out who she is, but uh she's very connected to me, and she's
Hmm.
actually helped me a lot in my journey through learning myself again and learning my lives again. And I believe it was me in a past life, just how so much connected I am with this person. And I
Interesting.
dream of her constantly. And I'm pretty sure that I've lived at least 3 to 4 different lives, but I'm still trying to learn the other ones. And I just got a
Yeah.
handful of others. So yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
That is really cool. That's the Viking piece for me is also a very powerful connection for me because a lot of the Dutch ancestry, um, before true
Yeah.
Holland Dutch, um, were a part of that culture. And I do know that I had an ancestor who was a Saxon king.
Oh yeah.
That I actually have a book of remembrance that one of my family members gave me that has a story about him. He
Wow.
was a Saxon king, which is not charming. It's not the greatest thing to be related to, but it does give you that connection with the Viking realm
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the norms of the Saxons back then. And it made sense to me because I've always felt like that I was some sort of shield maiden type
Hmm.
person. Um, all my family's extremely tall, freakishly tall. Um,
Yes, I
I had a
know.
grand, I had a, I had a grandfather. My great grandfather was 7'5",
Dang.
and his wife, my poor little granny, was 4'5",
You know,
and she'd have to stand on a crate to have her picture taken with him because she was so tiny and he was so huge.
my my brother, I feel like, like I'm Danny DeVito and my brother is Arnold. I swear, because my brother is
Uh,
taller than me too. Like he's not like really tall, but I mean he does have the tallness of, my mom's side, like her mom's side has that big tallness and everything. So,
uh,
um but yeah, it's interesting. I mean, and that's another thing too I wanted to point out. We all could have been different people in our reincarnated life or like, past lives. And there is a big misconception that you look what you do now.
yeah,
Um,
right.
I would say yes, but I also will say no because we have to learn through different identities our lessons, right?
Yeah,
Um, and and I could be wrong, but that's just how I view things. Is there some similarities? Yes, I do. I do believe that. But you don't have to look exactly the same. Like there has been a handful of times that some people that I know have actually come across their portrait from a long time ago. And I
Yeah.
think that's
I've
fascinating.
I've seen stories about that too, where they were like,
Hmm.
why is my mom in this Victorian era photo
Yeah.
when it's
Yeah.
modern times? Yeah. And
Yeah.
I absolutely believe that it can happen. And some of the interesting things that came out about that, some of the research I did is, um, 99% of the time, they say with past lives that they've researched, um, they come back as the same sex.
Hmm.
So if you are female, that's what you would reincarnate as, is another female. Not necessarily you don't look the same, but I thought that was really fascinating. And a lot of those kids that they did research on, um, the time frame between the death of the person that they became, that they remembered,
Hmm.
and them being born, there was 16 months
Yeah.
for some reason between those lifespans. And a lot of those kids would be born with deformities or birthmarks
Oh,
relating
yeah.
to the death of that person. So,
Yes.
like, if they had a bullet wound, they would have like a scar or a birthmark in a specific place related to how that other spirit died or that other body. And I was like, so there's got to be a lot more to this
Yeah.
than people really want to give it credit for.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
agree. I agree. Um, yeah, it's just interesting. Even, you know, what is your thoughts on speaking of which, like, portraits and seeing us, but what do you think about soulmates?
Hmm. So I think that soulmates are definitely a thing. I think it's absolutely possible that you are connected with the same soul over and over again through your lifetime.
Hmm.
But I also think that has a lot to do with that spirit's choices or that person's choices in that time frame.
Yeah.
Like, if they may not move forward when you move forward, and if that happens, you might have another person that you connect with in that life. So,
Yeah.
do I think it's a possibility that people meet the same soulmate over and over, like in the Highlander, or not
Yeah.
Highlander? Yeah, the Highlander,
Outlander. The Outlander.
Outlander. That's it, the Outlander, where they they've been connected for same soulmates forever. I think that's a beautiful thought. Is it always true for every life? I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it would. I think it would depend on your choices and your partner's choices then, and how you move forward.
I feel like, and I know that I truly believe that I have not met my soulmate. I mean,
Yeah.
like, and again, I'm just saying, like, someone that I truly, 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 truly connect with, like, that I've known.
Right.
Um, and I think that's like with every human being. I'm not, if somebody believes that who they're with and who they love is their soulmate, that's cool. Like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, so it's kind of
But
interesting on that. But I do believe in it for sure. Like,
yeah,
there is
I
somebody.
yeah, I definitely believe in it. I just don't like, and I think you can also have more than one possibly too.
Oh,
Like I think
yes.
there can be, like, I don't know, spiritual soulmate versus like a forever kind of soulmate.
Yeah. It doesn't have to
I
be
think
like romantically or anything.
right.
Like, I'm
Right.
saying, like, friends, or like a sister or something like that, because
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be, you know, like a
Right.
romantic thing like
Like a
Outlander,
love connection.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. But I mean, uh, yeah, I believe that there is that. So it I've seen
Definitely.
it a handful of times for people. Um,
Yeah.
and
That's
it's
cool.
just, yeah, yeah, it is really cool. And for them to And for them to come around, and that's one thing I've noticed too, it's they'll come around when we are at the lowest of lows.
Hmm.
Some people could say, well, it's a guardian angel. And yeah, I think that's what what a
Maybe.
soulmate is, like a guardian angel,
Yeah.
you know, like, I don't know. It's an interesting concept if we really think about it. Think about your life and where things were going at that time. Again, we have to
Hmm.
refocus and you know, take things internally. And I think that's even when we talked about it, shadow self, right? We have to learn
Yeah.
about our shadow self. And I think
Right.
that's when we really get down to that raw core of ourselves. And then we're trying to pull ourselves out. And that's when there's that hope, right? I think from the universe or
Yeah.
from the other side, like here's your I mean, I think
Here's your piece of candy for doing that
here's your
one thing.
here's your caramel weathers,
Right.
you know.
Yes. Yep.
But
Absolutely.
yeah.
And I think like one thing I've noticed is like it's interesting because like I have a really strong I'm really drawn to crystals
Oh yeah.
and and I'm drawn to different crystals for different reasons. And I know that. And and I'll pick specific crystals like if I'm going to use them for meditation or any kind of connection based
Hmm.
on how they make me feel. Like, do I feel that pull towards that one thing? And I think,
Yeah.
I don't know, that's always been one of my very easy ways to connect with the earth is
Hmm.
through rocks. I'm an avid rock collector. I'm obsessed. Um, I pick up
She
pebbles
does.
in rivers and lakes, and I'm obsessed. I should have been a crow. I should have been brought back as a crow so I could pick up shiny pebbles.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I'll probably reincarnate back into like a not a majestic bird, probably like a turkey or a
a
chicken.
turkey. I always thought it would be cool to be a raven. I want to be a raven, Jess.
Okay. I agree. However, universe is humorous.
I know. I'd
You
probably
could
come
say,
back
I
as
want to
like,
come back as a bird. Okay. There you go.
here's a chicken.
Right? Yeah.
Yes,
Crazy.
absolutely. So if you guys are out there and you're going to be meditating, there are some crystals that you can work with, and if you're drawn to them, absolutely
Hmm.
try them. Um, there's smoky quartz is
Yes.
a beautiful one for meditation, and labradorite. I have I love my blue flash. I don't know if you can see it, labradorite. I
Yeah.
absolutely love this stone. I don't know why I'm so drawn to this stone. There's a reason. Um, apatite, blue apatite is another one that can help you connect with spiritual realms. And of course, amethyst, which is obvious,
Yeah.
my favorite stone. One, because it's purple, and two, because I'm just super drawn to it. And then clear quartz, that's another one that can help amplify you and help your spiritual awareness.
Hmm.
Um, what else is there? Fluorite is another one that you can use if you're drawn to it. Kyanite
Yeah.
is another one. What else? What else? What is my brain going to come up with?
Yeah.
I know
And
there's
some of
more.
these, yeah, and some of these crystals too, it's like you don't have to just hold them for that one time that you're trying to meditate. If you can find a necklace or a ring or a bracelet and you want to wear it, and you feel drawn to touch it, there are reasons,
Yeah,
that,
they draw you in.
you're touching. Yeah, they draw you in. And yeah, I'm just saying that there are times where I'll reach and touch my necklace, especially during when I get a deja vu. I'm like, okay, something's going on here, you know.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Like
definitely use those.
how many times have we been walking in a
Buying
specific area
avocados.
buying avocados? Yeah. And you watched me grab like my necklace or one of my
Yeah,
rings because
yeah,
instantly I'm like, I need this one. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And I think like if you're in a crystal shop and you're picking out, like you want to go pick a crystal, like watch for how your body feels about it. Like,
Mhm.
is it cold to your touch? Do you like migrate towards it? Or are you just really not? Like, there are some stones that people talk about that they just think are fantastic and great, and they are terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Um, I can't touch hardly at all. Oh my goodness. Oh, what is it? It's black. It's not onyx. It's not.
Is it
um, It's got like a rough cut and it's black. And my brain is just
obsidian?
completely pulling. No, obsidian. I'm fine with. I'm good with obsidian. Tourmaline, black tourmaline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, black
Yeah.
tourmaline. I actually bought one because everybody told me what a great protection stone it was. And I put it against my skin and I broke out in a rash. I absolutely can't wear it. It's crazy.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
It's crazy. Wow.
Anyways,
So, yeah.
off topic a
I
bit.
no, it's I mean, honestly, that is it helps, to have this information. So, people who want to connect with their past lives and, definitely do some research and what feels comfortable for you. Like, also, just a side note too, if you feel like you want to listen to like particular music or something like that that'll help you and guide you into that uh, positive, safe realm, do so. I don't. It's for you, not for anybody else, not for show. If there's a particular music, if you want to listen to Ice-T to get you, I mean I mean,
Yeah,
music does help, and music does help the soul. That's why it's been around for centuries, centuries, centuries. People
yep.
use music, like even back in the day when I was telling about the pagans and stuff, they use drums to
Hmm.
help,
A lot
help
of
the
drums.
high
Yes.
priestess to get in her mode. And just talking about it now, I'm actually just like
Gives you chills. Yeah.
giving me
And
chills.
yeah, they had
Yeah,
specific
and
songs for like vulva chants. They called them vulva
yeah.
chants. Yeah.
Hmm. And so yeah, if you want to get in that time in that mode and be able to clear your mind, music is very soothing and will help you in that journey. So yeah, I'd be curious to know what our audience and our people would think about reincarnation and I would love to hear what they think, what life they are connected to. Like what timeline are you connected to and why? Why do you
Oh
think that?
yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean, it'd be
please.
interesting.
If you've
Yeah.
got a story out there that you want to let us hear, we'd be
Yeah.
happy to hear
Yeah.
it
And we're
and
looking for
to
guests, right? We do have a couple
yeah,
fill-in guests now.
yeah,
But we
we
are looking
do.
for
We
guests.
have guests.
Anybody? Yeah. Yeah, we do.
How
Stay
exciting
tuned.
is that?
I know. I'm so excited that one is going to be amazing, and I mean everybody's amazing, but this one is going to be off the hook. So,
Yeah,
um,
I'm excited.
yeah, yeah. If anybody is wanting to become a guest on Gathering of the Shadows, please send me a message. Our email's there. We're working on a Facebook right now. I do have an Instagram. It's slowly getting there. Everything's coming together. Just be patient with us. We're working at it. You
Yeah.
can catch either one of us on TikTok.
Yep.
And yeah, I always try to share, and she does the same. And we're just kind of building. So I appreciate everybody for going to YouTube and watching us and subscribing. It's amazing. Thank you guys, everybody, so much for your likes, follows, and shares. And just keep on going. We are doing amazing, and great things are going to happen. So, yeah, any last words, Jinja?
Oh, no, I'm just so excited to follow this process. I really am. It's
Me,
been fun.
yeah, yeah, it is fun. So, until next time, guys, stay tuned. Uh, We're gonna ride this Mercury retrograde Pluto train
Right?
until October, apparently. So, oh yeah, and don't forget tonight or tomorrow night is the new moon.
The new moon. Yep.
So, yep, and it's a new moon in Taurus. So,
Ooh, that should be a good one.
yeah, it should be. All right, guys, take care of each other and take care of you.
Definitely take care
Bye.
of you. Bye.